Hello and thank you so much for clicking and for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, why not subscribe, leave a like, and of course leave any thoughts, comments and feedback on this video or any of the other videos if you haven't already done so, because all of that good stuff helps me when I'm creating future videos. But right here and now, I want to talk about the game that has just finished. It has finished Leicester City 2, Chelsea 0, goals from Ndidi and James Maddison. What a performance this was from Leicester City. Incredible from start to finish. Their organisation, their passing, the goals were really well taken. What a team Brendan Rodgers is putting together here. He's got a mixture of talented young players with Maddison and Barnes and Justin, and then he's got that experience as well with Vardy, Albrighton, Schmeichel, Johnny Evans, of course, won trophies during his time at Manchester United. It's so positive to watch, and what's great is for all the positivity and all the accolades that they'll get for their attacking play, their work all over the pitch has to be admired. And full credit to Brendan Rodgers because he has put together a really, really impressive team here. And personally, I don't think they will win the league, but they deserve to be in the conversation. They've gone top of the league tonight. It might only be for 24 hours. Manchester United play Fulham tomorrow night. Manchester City also playing tomorrow night. And there are lots of teams around them that maybe have a bigger squad, slightly better players, but on the basis of their current form, they definitely deserve to be in the conversation. I was so impressed tonight, and again, forgot to mention Harvey Barnes. Didn't think he had his best game tonight, but he played his part. And Leicester, um, just doing their fans proud now, doing their manager proud. To a man, they were excellent tonight from start to finish. And a lot of people will talk about Chelsea and the current form, and don't worry, we're going to get onto Chelsea in a moment because I thought they were poor tonight. No energy in the performance, but energy is something that I have criticised Leicester for this season. Compared them to last season, and said I thought last season they played more on the front foot in the games that I saw them last year. But this season, it seems like I can admit when I'm wrong. They don't have to always play on the front foot, which they did tonight, I thought. But they've got the other side of the game as well. There's a real balance in that team, and again, criticise them for not being as energetic as last season on occasions this season, but they certainly haven't lacked energy in the last few games that I've watched them against Stoke City, and that was once they got that second goal in the FA Cup and at the Bet365 against Stoke City, that was an impressive second half performance. And people will say it's against a Championship team. Stoke are in good form. Next game is a massive challenge against a team that I've given a lot of praise to this season. Against Southampton, they get a 2-0 win, and really impressive. And then tonight, again, another win. A few weeks ago, they went to Tottenham. Not an easy place to go, regardless of their current form or the form at that time. And they get 2 goals, and they get a clean sheet. So defensively, really strong. Justin tonight, magnificent. Jamie Vardy carrying an injury, clearly shouldn't be playing, but he still plays on. And a fully fit Jamie Vardy probably scores tonight. So I'm just full of praise for this Leicester City team, and they've evolved. Their game has evolved. It's improved from last season. They don't just have to play one specific way. They don't have to just play on the counter. They don't have to just attack teams. They can sit there. They're quite comfortable. Tielemans, again, probably for me didn't have his best game tonight, but again played his part. Everybody at Leicester in that team right now is It's playing for their manager. It's playing for their club. It's playing for the fans. At the top of the league now. Maybe it'll be temporary. Maybe it won't. We can't write Fulham off because they've drawn 5 of the last 6 games and they've got United tomorrow, and anything can happen in this league. I want United to win, but fair play if Fulham can get a result. I'm not going to begrudge them that because, if they can put a performance on and get a result against a big team, then fair play. They must deserve it. But this isn't about Fulham. It's not about Manchester United. It's about that performance. It was a performance full of energy, creativity, urgency, driving forward. Excellent tonight. Can't fault Leicester. 2-man. I thought they were excellent. And yeah, they've gone. They're now there's now a 9-point gap between Leicester and Chelsea, and if Chelsea have any hopes of making the top 4, they've got to turn this form around, and I don't know how they're going to do it. I really don't know how they're going to do it because, unlike Leicester, I thought Chelsea were flat tonight. I thought there was no energy. I thought they huffed and puffed. There was just nothing there. It was a nothing performance. And when they lost to Arsenal a few weeks ago, they lose to Everton 1-0. They're on a great run. They lose to Arsenal. And you think, okay, well, it's a derby. It's a derby. 2 rivals. It can happen. And it keeps happening. And they were annihilated against Manchester City. They get a win against Morecambe in the FA Cup. Regardless of whether it's Morecambe, it's a win. You think it'll boost them. They were poor against Fulham. Got away with one there. Fulham were brilliant. Down to 10 men, and they were the better team. And Chelsea got away with one, but you think, well, they got away with one. They'll show a reaction tonight. Tonight is an opportunity for Chelsea. Tonight is an opportunity for those players to play for their manager. Tonight is an opportunity to close that gap to Leicester from 6 to 3 points. There's a lot at stake. You could be 9 points off Leicester. You're 5 points off the top 4. Liverpool are in 4th at the minute. They've got a game in hand. Tottenham are gonna clearly be looking to take advantage of Liverpool's vulnerabilities at the minute. They've got to play each other soon. So these teams above are starting to pick up points. I know in myself, I know that Liverpool will find that bit of form. So where is Chelsea's next result, performance coming from? Because they got a result against Fulham, but that wasn't a performance. There was no performance there. There's no performance. And I'm just wondering, is this job now too big for Frank Lampard? Because whenever it cuts to him, he's scowling, he looks unhappy. Clearly he's not going to be happy that they're losing, but every time you see him in interviews, he looks deflated. But he's miserable, he's scowling, and you've got to wonder what kind of message is this delivering to his players? Tino Werner doesn't start tonight. He's low on confidence. He's not scoring goals. He's not in the team. He's one of your marquee signings in the summer. He needs an arm around the shoulder. He needs confidence. He needs goals. He needs you to play him. And you've not played him. His confidence must be at rock bottom tonight. He gets a goal and it's ruled out. His confidence must be at rock bottom. And as a manager, you have to build his confidence, reinstill his confidence, keep faith in him. And he's not. And for me, that's poor management. That is poor man management from Frank Lampard tonight. There was no energy in that performance, though. There was no urgency. I didn't see players getting stuck in. I didn't see players driving forward. I just saw nothing. It was nothing. Chelsea offered nothing tonight. They couldn't cope with Leicester. And as good as Leicester were tonight, and they were very good, I know in myself from watching Leicester at times this season that they have been explosive. I thought they were excellent tonight from start to finish, but they weren't explosive. They were excellent in a different way. They were excellent in their game management. They were excellent in getting forward and defending. That's not the best that you'll see Leicester play this season. But from a game management point of view, from every player working for each other, from every player knowing their role, I thought they were excellent tonight. But as good as they were, I know from watching them that they will perform even better than that. And Chelsea, I don't know where that next performance is coming from. You don't have to be a fan of Chelsea or Lampard to be shocked by what you're seeing. I'm shocked. I can't believe it. They're a big club, and they're in absolute shambles right now. The performances are poor. You can lose games, but it's the way that you lose. I always say about my own team, it's the way that you lose. You cannot lose football matches in the manner that Chelsea lose them. The goals were awful. They were so poor. They were so poor. But where must you stand now on Lampard if you are a Chelsea fan? Because I know from my own experience, I know how difficult it is when a legend of your club is now managing the club. When a legend of your club is managing the club and the knives are out, you don't want to criticise him. You don't want to criticise him. It's hard. It's difficult. You feel like you're betraying a club legend. You want to keep the faith. I get it. But, you have to be realistic sometimes. You have to step back and evaluate the situation, and you have to say to yourself, right, if this was another manager and he was delivering these results and we were in this position in the league and our performances were this poor, would I be supporting this manager? And that is a very difficult question for any football fan to answer when a club legend is managing at your club. Personally, I don't see Frank Lampard managing that team at the very least until, beyond this season. I do think they'll give him until the end of the season, but there's absolutely no way. And I don't think they'll make the top four, but if they don't make the top four, that's it. That's it. Now, I think the only reason he's still there is because it's been such an up and down season, and so many teams are having these bad periods in the season that maybe the people above can go, just hang on. Maybe Roman Abramovich can say, we'll just give him a bit of time. But how long do you give? How long do you give? Now, Solskjaer, Ollie, managed to turn it around for United in the second half of last season. We were 14 points adrift of the top four. But I can tell you now that those players have always played for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Might have gone through some, bad form, had bad performances, but you've always got the feeling that they want him to be there. And I can't say that I feel the same want and the desire from those Chelsea players based on the performances I've seen recently. Absolutely dreadful. They were dreadful tonight. They had nothing for Leicester. So if you're a Chelsea fan, what do you think? Do you give Lampard more time? Are you like me? Are you of that? Are you like me where you think I want my club legend to be successful and I think he will? Are you a romantic, or are you just someone who thinks no, get someone else in? He doesn't know what he's doing, because I'm not so sure that he does know what he's doing anymore, based on what I'm seeing. So, do you keep Lampard or do you want him gone? If you're a Leicester fan, again, congratulations. And as good as you were tonight, I think you could play even better than that, because you were very good tonight. You were excellent. but I think you could be even better. But so leave your thoughts in the comment section. It's finished Leicester City 2, Chelsea 0 tonight. If you haven't done so already, why not subscribe, leave me a like, and of course leave any thoughts, comments and feedback on this or any other videos. But again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you all soon.